think of it the opposite way when I'm doing stand-up. When I go to open mics, I'm thinking, like, at least, like, if one person laughs. You know, I take every laugh and I hold on to that. Every laugh I get.
Every burp. There's always a burp. Why
God.
do you do that? No one wants to hear you burp.
I take every laugh I get and I hold on to it.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I do it. I get up there. I know that not everyone is going to think it's hilarious, and I'll get up there. I'll tell a joke, and maybe some people laugh. Maybe some people won't laugh. Maybe one person will laugh, and I'll take that. Yeah, that's a success. One person thought it was funny, so there's something there.
That's good. But like with us, like me and you, we think certain things are funny that no one else thinks are funny. We'll say things to each other that we died laughing earlier today about something that I don't think anyone else would find funny. Like we think it's hilarious. But other people are like, yeah, that's a you and Miles thing. No one thinks that's funny.
I think I was listening to a podcast. It was these two people that write for the lady who writes. There's a show called Another Period on Comedy Central, and Ricky Lindholm was on. I forget what podcast she was on, but she was talking about how the writing process for her show with Natasha Leggero.
And she's cool.
They were talking about the writing process, and they're like some advice that they got when they were writing the show was like, if there's something that you write and makes you laugh out loud, that's something worth putting into your life. That's something worth keeping. If it makes you laugh out loud the first time,
really,
like that's something worth keeping.
That's interesting. I like that because we've talked about this, but like I feel like I have an idea for a stand-up comedy thing about Mr. Dustin. So for anyone that doesn't know, my day job here when I'm not acting and all this stuff is I won't say the company, but I work with kids and I'm known as Mr. Dustin. So I always have all these stories about things that happen with these kids. And I've said a couple of them on the podcast. I'm not going to repeat any of them. But I think I've been in taxi cars and I'm a pretty social guy, so I love to talk to people. And I will just tell them stories about things that the kids say because the kids will say the funniest shit I've ever heard in my life. It's just, I will be drop dead laughing. And one of these things that happened just a couple weeks ago. So there's this thing called camp that we do. And they come up and they're reading, there's a story time for some of these kids to do the camp or whatever. And they reading a book to them. And it was about something about animals. It was some animal book. And one of the teachers came up to me laughing because they couldn't hold it in. I was like, what's going on? They're like, dude, this kid just goes, I'm reading this story, and the kid is watching pretty intently, and she's talking about something about, I think it was about the 3 polar bears or something like that. And she ends the book, and this kid just bursts out loud. He goes, what the hell? And this kid's like 3. He just yells, what the hell? And she just starts laughing her ass off. And she's like, just ignores him and keeps talking. And then the same kid pops up, and he just is real frustrated for some reason, and just goes, man, why is this camp 2 weeks long? Teacher goes, because camp's fun. And he's like, just looks at her, he tilts his head, looks at her, not this camp, this camp sucks, I hate this camp. What? The ball's on that kid.
That's a 3-year-old?
That's like a 3, that I think it's 3 or 4. But yeah, he just like, this camp sucks. I'm like, what? Oh, but that's my idea is being Mr. Dustin, coming up on stage and telling all these kids stories that I have and all these stories I've had as being Mr. Dustin because some crazy things have happened to me. It's pretty crazy things. So, yeah. But you know.
I told Dustin he should do stand-up. I think it's a good, because he has you have good bits that you come up with that you could make into jokes. Like you could formulate into a stand-up set. I think you should do it.
Yeah, you're right, boy. Maybe we'll look into that. Dude, can you believe this weather in the city, though?
You know what? I was thinking about that.
I hate it.
Everyone in every state says their weather is bipolar or unpredictable.
Well, all weather's except for Miami. My friend was in Miami the other day, and she's like, "Look, I'm in Miami." I was like, "Go fuck yourself." I censored myself there, by the way.
Yeah,
It's all sunny. They're in the swimming pool in the tropics. I don't think Miami's very bipolar, other than if it gets a hurricane or whatever.
Well, any other place besides maybe Southern California and Miami.
Besides
maybe
yeah.
Besides those two places, everybody else is like everywhere else in the United States has unpredictable weather.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, like,
but it's been very unpredictable up here. Like,
it's just annoying. I'm done with it. I mean, like, I'm used to it because in Nebraska, like, you never knew what the hell was happening. You're like, all right, whatever. But like, I woke up and when it was snowing in this godforsaken town,
yeah,
I woke up irrationally mad. I woke up, looked out my window, saw snow, and was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" I was so pissed off about it.
Because like today, go outside, and you're not gonna believe if you like weren't living here in the past week, you're not gonna believe that it was snowing like 1 or 2 days ago.
No, not at all. Not at all. But like, I actually haven't been outside all day because I made you come here. And now
Well, you probably went to the grocery store, right?
Oh, yeah, I lied. Yeah, I went to the grocery store to get the beer. So I did that. I did that for us. But, yeah, the weather sucks. But what else are we doing tonight? What's our plan today?
We're going to go to, I guess, New York Beer Company.
That's where we're going?
Just hang out there. I invited some people.
Shout out to New York Beer Company.
Yeah. Shout out. Sponsor us, I guess. Give us some money. Because I'd rather be doing this as my job than doing the other things as my job. So let the sponsors just come. Just sponsor me. But now everyone has a podcast, really. So people are going to stop sponsoring people.
It's kind of cool, though, how easy you can make a podcast. Because that's just a creative way to talk about things.
Yeah, it's really simple.
It's just me and you hanging out, talking about whatever we want to talk about. Having fun. That's all we care about.
Yeah. I mean, we try to come up with, like, unique ideas for the podcast. But, like, sitting down, like, thinking about it, like, the podcasts I listen to the most are the ones where people are just, like, talking. And there's not, like, any sort of, like, gimmick to it. It's just maybe they'll have a topic that they start off with, and they just riff on that for a while, and then that'll form into other topics and other topics. But, I like other ones as well that are pretty specific as to what they talk about. But I feel like that's kind of like limiting too, because I want to talk about whatever I want to talk about when we do the podcast.
Yeah,
I don't want to have to like follow a certain like a formula every time.
Yeah,
but I think that's cool.
We always have like bullet points we like to talk about, and always have like a set structure that we're going to go through. But as you know, as anyone that does know me and Milo, we just talk about whatever the hell comes to our head. We're doing a bro day. We're bro drinking, day drinking. Gonna chill, go to some bars, and hang out for your birthday.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna get one of the bars to sing you happy birthday. That'd be kind of funny. Think bars do that?
Bars do. I don't want to be. No.
You don't want to be there. They do. You don't want them to sing happy birthday. That'd be kind of cool. I would go to a bar. There's this one bar that has all these shots that I'm totally blanking on the name. But you go there and you can order a specific shot, and they sing and they do like a thematic thing. Like there's a Golden Girls shot, a Star Wars shot. They'll have like a lightsaber and like a music will come. It's all thematic shots. It's pretty cool. I don't remember what it is, but if anyone knows what that is, that place is dope. You should definitely go there. But yeah, we're gonna have fun.
Yeah, we're having a good time. Let's have a good time.
Yeah, we'll have fun. We'll invite some more people out.
I don't go out all that much. I mean, last week, I went out a lot. Usually, like more than I usually do. But like usually, I don't go out all that much. Like if you ask me, hey, let's go out to a bar. There's not like a list of bars that I have in my mind already that I'm like, yeah, let's go there.
Yeah, your list of bars includes the bar that's right by my work.
Yes, that's the bar we go to. Like,
he texts me because Miles is my random text buddy too, so he'll text me his random thoughts. He texted me, and he just goes, "I don't know what to do for my birthday." And his birthday was like in 2 days. I was like, "Well, it's a little late to have an event thing, but I mean, just pick a central bar because in New York City, when you're having a birthday and you live in a certain spot, it's really hard." So he lives in Astoria, and people don't like traveling to other places. Me, I'm pretty down to go wherever, depending on the day. But
Astoria's pretty hip.
Astoria's
Especially
dope.
where I
Love
live
Astoria.
on
Astoria's
Astoria,
great.
off of Broadway. There's just bars up and down there, so we could
Astoria's
like
great.
bar hop.
That's
all
where we
up
spent
and down.
we spent one weekend where we spent all weekend in Astoria. I spent every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday on Astoria.
Yeah, and it's not as expensive
Helps
as
me
coming
out.
down to Midtown. But
We took over that karaoke place during our sabbatical. Me and Milo and some other friends of mine.
our sabbatical.
I don't know. At the time we were not. Whatever.
Oh.
We just called it a sabbatical. It's whatever. We took over this bar and we killed the karaoke in the bar.
Oh, okay. Our sabbatical from
Yeah, what the
the
hell?
podcast.
Sabbatical.
I don't know.
What
I
else?
thought you were just
What
saying.
else do we
like,
do?
so,
We don't
like,
do anything else
What are you
together.
talking about sabbatical?
Jesus. But we took over a karaoke bar. And by took over, I got really drunk and was talking to a lot of people. Miles was singing very well because he can, and I hate him for it. I think I rapped Eminem, and I didn't do very hot on that. But yeah, it was pretty fun. But yeah, story is pretty cool. But anyway, back to the point. He tells me he wants to go to this place called Bedford. So this place called Bedford is this bar that's right by my like day job. So if I work like a full day or if I work on the weekends or whatever, I will if I want to go out, there's a bar right there. I know some of the bartenders there. But it's not a bar that I want to bring like a bunch of people to. But he's like, "Oh, we go to Bedford." I was like, "No. We're not going to Bedford.
Let's go to
Bedford
like,
has no cool like it's not
go
a
to,
young
like, a
hip
shitty-
place."
Let's go. Like I'd rather go to a non-hip. Like why go to hip places?
Because we want to meet people. I'm all about meeting new people.
I should meet new people.
Should because
I
all of
don't
your
know.
friends are my friends that I've met.
Yeah.
Luckily, you got me. That's really douchey.
All of the I guess most of the new friends I've met are through Dustin. Most of my friends are either friends from school, friends from when I worked in Florida. Some of them are coming to New York Beer Company tonight.
Yay! I love new
Um,
people.
But like mostly, yeah, I have work friends, but I haven't hung out with my work friends really. I should invite some. I'll invite some of them out tonight. I'll text them and be like, hey, or message them on Facebook. Hey, it's kind of late. I decided to do something for my birthday pretty late. But if you're free tonight, hey, come by down here. Be
See,
cool
the
to see
different
you.
thing is about NYC is it doesn't work that way in New York.
I
People
think it does. Like,
not a lot that I could be wrong. Again, but the things I've experienced, like if I text someone, hey man, I know it's late, but do you want to come to this bar in Midtown or whatever? And they're like already in a story, like, I don't want to go down there, no. In Nebraska, if I text someone like, hey, I know it's a couple hours late, but I'm at this bar, and they're like, okay, cool, I'll head down there, because it takes 15 minutes to get down there via car.
I guess it depends on how I'm feeling that day or like what's going on. Because, usually like I'd be game for that. If someone texted me,
If you burp one more damn time on this podcast.
if someone texted me and was like, hey, come out, and I didn't have anything to do, and I was just like, my plan was to go home and do nothing, depending on how I
As
was
it
feeling.
usually is. That's it.
If someone was like, hey, come out tonight, we're doing so-and-so and so-and-so, I'd be like, yeah, totally, I'll come out. But if my plan was to go home and do nothing, yeah, I guess I'd rather go home and do nothing.
Did that have a point?
No, not really.
Son of a bitch. Yeah, okay, well, yeah. Well, anyone, podcast listeners, we'll be at, I have a couple other bars I might take him to before, but we're going to go to New York Beer Co. tonight. I guess that's where he wants to go.
Yeah, I mean, it's like middle of New York. It's not too, it's near Times Square. It's near in that Midtown area. So all the trains are near that area. So it's easy to get to, easy to get out of.
Yeah. I'm all about the Whalen, though.
I like the Whalen.
Whalen's great because it's a country packer bar. Yes.
Fine. There was I went to the Whalen with another friend after we saw a show. And we were
Sometimes I
sitting there.
forget that you have other friends other than me.
And we were looking down the bar, and it was like this group of guys that were like the perfect description of guys that peaked in high school. Who were like at the top of their game in high school, and like after that, it was just like it just plateaued or just went downhill for them. But they were still living it up, and they probably still had like more money than I have right now. And I'm probably pretty successful with them in their lives, but they
probably
were
have more money than me anyway, but I look cooler, damn it.
I look cooler.
Is that what
I'm less of a loser than those people.
I know you can pay